Only 4 companies in the world are worth more than $2 trillion.
This is the clear winner of every winner in the world of artificial intelligence.
NVIDIA's rise was super quick.
NVIDIA has officially passed Apple and Microsoft as the world's most valuable company.
NVIDIA has become the
Valuable public company
In the world.
NVIDIA is now the most valuable company in the world.
NVIDIA isn't just a tech giant, it's a wealth-building machine. But behind the millions made by its employees lies a system some call inescapable. A golden cage of wealth and pressure. They've perfected what's known as the golden handcuff, an offer so good it's almost impossible to walk away from. It's a deal that can turn ordinary employees into multi-millionaires in just a few years. What is NVIDIA's secret? That is 15% discount on company stock for employees. The result of this deal?
76% of NVIDIA employees are millionaires.
And the numbers tell a stunning story. In just 5 years, NVIDIA's stock price skyrocketed from $6 to about $134. Imagine this. A small investment of $120 back then, just 20 shares would now be worth $2,680. But that's just the beginning. For NVIDIA employees, the real story is in the scale. Many of them own not just dozens but thousands of shares accumulated over years. These stock options and grants have helped some amass fortunes exceeding $10 million. So let's break that down. What does $10 million really look like? Start with buying the dream home, a luxurious penthouse in Manhattan with breathtaking views. Next, you can buy a collection of luxury cars, a Ferrari SF90 Stradale, a Lamborghini Aventador SVJ, a Porsche 911 Turbo S, a McLaren 765 LT. That's total $1,600,000. Add in a luxury watch collection worth $1.5 million. Even after these purchases, you're still left with $1.9 million. Invest that in a diversified fund like the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund. Assuming a 7 to 10% return, you could potentially earn an additional $133,000 to $190,000 annually in passive income. This is the financial freedom NVIDIA offers its employees, a deal that's hard to turn down. Stock options, massive bonuses, and performance-based rewards make leaving for a competitor nearly impossible. But this kind of wealth doesn't come free. It's tied to a system designed to keep you working harder, longer, and staying loyal, no matter the cost. So, what is the cost? What sacrifices do employees make to unlock this level of wealth? And what does it reveal about NVIDIA's secrets to success? Let's find out. To understand why NVIDIA's golden handcuff strategy is so effective, we first need to uncover the roots of its success. The story of one of the world's most valuable companies began 30 years ago in 1983, when 3 engineers met in a Silicon Valley diner: Jensen Huang, Chris Malachowski, Curtis Priem. At the time, none of them realized this meeting would revolutionize the tech world.
Please welcome to the stage NVIDIA founder and CEO, Jensen Huang.
I'm Jensen Huang. I'm the president and CEO of NVIDIA.
Huang was born in Taiwan, but immigrated to the United States as a child.
He worked as a dishwasher at Denny's to help his family. It was this day-to-day job that helped Mr. Huang earn his bachelor's degree at Oregon University in electrical engineering. And then he pursued a master's degree in Stanford in 1992. After graduating, Jensen worked at both AMD and LSI Logic.
I met Chris and Curtis. They were at Sun Microsystems. I was at LSI Logic. So we were all from the workstation industry, and all we had ever worked on were Sun workstations and had valid workstations and things like that.
Chris Malachowski and Curtis Priem, his friends, who just quit Sun Microsystems, the tech giants of that time, offered Huang to start the unknown company. So they decided to meet each other at Denny's, a local restaurant at San Jose, where he worked in the young age.
And so we came here, right here to this Denny's, sat right back there, and the 3 of us decided to start the company. Frankly, I had no idea how to do it, and nor did they. None of us knew how to do anything.
They did not have a clear vision for the NVIDIA, but they all knew one thing they wanted to do. They would focus on chips. But what kind of chips? What makes them stand out in the big tech companies in the market? Instead of following the path of companies like Intel or Microsoft, who focused on algorithms, databases, and software, Huang recognized untapped potential in a growing market: personal computers for entertainment. They went all in on developing graphics for video games, a market poised for exponential growth. NVIDIA's bet on 3D graphics chips GPUs to deliver sharper, more detailed visuals for PC gaming. These GPUs, commonly known as graphics cards, paved the way for a new era of high-quality gaming. This decision marked NVIDIA's debut, but the real story had just begun. What followed was a journey of relentless calculated risks and the vision so bold that, make the decision. The company seems unbeatable now, and its golden handcuff strategy plays a key role in that success. At the higher NVIDIA climbs, the tighter it grips its talent, offering them wealth and financial freedom, but at a cost that's impossible to ignore. The ideal workplace, the high salary, the compensation, the 15% off stock options attract NVIDIAns.
Claiming to be millionaires based on the compensation that they're earning, the stock grants. 14% say their net worth is now between $1 million and $3 million. 76% that say they are millionaires in terms of net worth.
One former engineering employee shared that those who stay nearly a decade can earn more than enough to retire, yet many choose not to leave, knowing millions more await as stock vests. On Blind, a social media platform for tech workers, an NVIDIA employee casually revealed buying a $100,000 car in cash. He mentioned his net worth is $3 million, with another $3 million waiting to vest. But how did this mini graphics startup rise to dominate industries and become a $3 trillion company? The answer lies in the next part. In 1995, NVIDIA launched its first graphics card, the NV1. It was groundbreaking for its time, featuring a 2D/3D graphics core that could transform video games from simple 2D visuals into immersive 3D environments. But NVIDIA's innovation quickly ran into a wall. And that same year, Microsoft introduced DirectX, a revolutionary standard that defined the future of gaming.
In August, Microsoft launched its new Windows 95 format. Tonight, 37 software makers from around the country have developed new games using that format. This game is called Havoc. It's made by Reality Bytes, which is based in Boston.
DirectX adopted triangle-based rendering as the industry standard, but NVIDIA's NVONE used quadratic mapping. The result? NVONE was incompatible with most new games, leaving NVIDIA in serious trouble. Faced with near collapse, Jensen Huang, NVIDIA's CEO, took bold action. He laid off half of the workforce, roughly 50 people, and then used all of the company's remaining funds to produce a series of untested chips, using the triangle approach. The company was barely enough to cover salaries for 1 month. Despite being in financial distress, NVIDIA took the gamble, launching the Riva 128 in 1997.
And that time, 1997, was probably NVIDIA's best moment. Let's go figure out a way to build the best thing in the world for it. And Riva 128 is the world's first fully accelerated, hardware accelerated pipeline for rendering 3D. And so the transform, the projection, every single element, all the way down to the frame buffer was completely hardware accelerated. We implemented a texture cache. We took the bus limit, the frame buffer limit, to as big as physics could afford at the time. We made the biggest chip that anybody had ever imagined building. We used the fastest memories. Basically, if we built that chip, there could be nothing that could be faster.
The gamble paid off. Within 4 months, NVIDIA sold over 1 million units, generating enough revenue to stabilize the company. NVIDIA had survived its first major crisis. After the Riva 1228's success, now he would start every presentation with what is now the unofficial NVIDIA motto: "Our company is 30 days from going out of business." Until 1999, the year of transformation. In 1/1999, NVIDIA went public with an initial price of $12 per share. In 8/1999, NVIDIA achieved what can only be described as a true breakthrough. They launched the GeForce 256, the world's first graphics processing unit, or GPU.
This is the one where GPUs are really starting to take a hold. So it was a very cool and interesting time when you'd get the game, you'd get a new GPU, you'd stick it in a machine, you'd put the drivers in, you wouldn't even think about today.
At last we arrive at 1999, and this would prove to be a pivotal year for the industry. 3D cards had become increasingly ubiquitous.
But what made it so revolutionary? The GeForce 256 was revolutionary. For the first time, a single piece of hardware could handle the entire 3D graphics pipeline. It performed tasks like lighting, shading, and rendering, all on the GPU itself. The GeForce 256 wasn't just a product, it was a statement. It established NVIDIA as a leader in graphics technology and laid the foundation for the modern gaming experience. NVIDIA didn't just compete, it dominated. No one could not know them. Billionaires like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and Jeff Bezos were talking about NVIDIA's groundbreaking innovations and Jensen Huang. By 2010, NVIDIA had conquered gaming, but another revolution was brewing.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence.
Thought that NVIDIA would be out of the game. However, the era of NVIDIA officially began. Researchers realized that NVIDIA's GPUs, originally designed for rendering complex game environments, were also perfect for training AI systems.
Generative AI, services like ChatGPT, which can write a poem for you or generate code or help you plan a trip. But behind those services, you need massive amounts of computing power. And NVIDIA has become the go-to for those kinds of AI chips that are really undergirding this wave of AI tech.
It's all about parallel processing.
Runs remarkably smoothly for such a high-end game released well after the GeForce 256.
Unlike CPUs, which handle tasks one at a time, GPUs can process thousands of tasks simultaneously. This made NVIDIA's GPUs ideal for training neural networks, the foundation of modern AI.
I am AI. Brought to life by NVIDIA. Deep learning and brilliant minds everywhere.
This wasn't just a turning point for NVIDIA, it was a turning point for the entire tech world. Every tech leader in the world needs NVIDIA to survive. From gaming to AI, NVIDIA's GPU's practical way to solve problems that often feel like autonomous driving.
It would be easy to believe that we are on the verge of a fully self-driving car revolution.
Now approaching your destination.
Look, the steering wheel's turning. I just barely touched the gas pedal. Not sure if that triggered it or not.
Discomfort of not having to drive by yourself? Tesla would be the best car for you. The car drives by itself and you don't have to do anything.
AI is transforming every aspect of healthcare.
Now NVIDIA is applying AI technology for healthcare innovations from drug discovery to medical diagnostics.
There's been plenty of excitement and concern about how the coming revolution in artificial intelligence could upend parts of our lives. But one giant benefit could be changes in medical care.
Hello?
Hi, I'm Gemini.
Hi, Gemini?
How can I help you?
So I just talk?
Yes, but normal. Just talk normal.
We can have a conversation about anything you like.
Huh, anything?
Can I ask you silly questions?
Can you tell something spicy without tasting it?
Have you tried smelling it?
Ooh, the wrath of Achilles.
That's right.
Yes, I knew it.
Next question.
So it's like a treadmill for hot dogs?
All need GPUs of NVIDIA. NVIDIA isn't just a player in AI, it's the backbone of the entire industry. Now, leading the AI chip market, NVIDIA has become one of the world's most valuable companies. In just 10 months, the company's market value skyrocketed from $2 trillion to $3.43 trillion, surpassing tech titans like Apple and Microsoft. It took Microsoft 945 days and Apple 1,044 days to achieve a similar leap. NVIDIA's rise has been not just rapid, but unprecedented. In 2024 alone, NVIDIA recorded $35.1 billion in revenue, a massive 94% increase from the previous year. Their stock performance has been equally impressive, climbing 171% this year. Starting at just $50 per share, NVIDIA's stock reached $139.67 by December 2024, cementing its position as one of the best performing stocks of the year. As NVIDIA's stock soars, its employees continue to become millionaires, but this wealth doesn't come easily. NVIDIA's golden handcuff is the envy of Silicon Valley, creating millionaires, ensuring loyalty, and offering financial freedom. But behind the glitter lies a reality built on relentless pressure and sacrifice.
In some cases, 7 days per week, and often until 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning.
Employees often work grueling hours to achieve the company's ambitious goals, leaving them too busy to enjoy their success. Don't believe me? Let's break it down. That's approximately 16.5 hours per day, totaling 115.5 hours per week spent on work per week. With 168 total hours in a week, that leaves just 52.5 hours for everything else, including sleep, meals, commuting, and personal time. Work consumes approximately 68.75% of the week, leaving only 31.25% for everything else. In marketing, the story is the same. One employee shared that she attended 7 to 10 meetings a day, each packed with over 30 participants. Jensen Huang, NVIDIA's visionary CEO, once said,
"People know that I'd rather torture them into greatness."
And torture, it seems, is part of NVIDIA's DNA. Good isn't enough. Perfection is the standard. Jensen Huang is described as transparent, decisive, and unrelenting. His leadership style is widely admired and deeply demanding. Employees are encouraged to push beyond their limits every single day. Harsh as that. But they're a side of NVIDIA's culture, one that sets it apart from many other Silicon Valley giants, keeping top minds to stay. Employees aren't disposable cogs in a machine. Huang doesn't believe in firing people when they fall short. Instead, he said,
"I don't like giving up on people because I think they could improve. So I'd rather torture you into greatness because I believe in you." And I think coaches that really believe in their team torture them into greatness. And oftentimes they're so close. Don't give up. They're so close. Greatness it comes all of a sudden one day. It's like, I got it. Do you know what I'm saying? That feeling that you didn't get it yesterday, and all of a sudden one day something clicked. I got it. Could you imagine you gave up just that moment right before you got it? So I don't want you to give up on that. So let's just keep torturing you.
This philosophy has paid off. NVIDIA boasts one of the lowest turnover rates in the industry at 2.7% and ranked number 2 on Glassdoor's Best Places to Work list in 2024, marking its 4th consecutive year in the top 5. NVIDIA has redefined success in Silicon Valley, turning relentless innovation into unparalleled wealth for both its employees and the company itself. But as the stakes rise and the pressure mounts, one question lingers. What's next? Will NVIDIA's golden handcuff continue to drive its unstoppable growth, or could the cracks in its demanding culture signal a turning point? And what does this mean for the future of AI, the tech industry, and the people behind NVIDIA's success? The story of NVIDIA isn't over, it's just beginning. The real question is, how far can it go?